So if you found this video, chances are you've already gotten to this page here. So if you haven't gotten there, you need to come back. So I'm going to take you through a couple of things today. So first, we're going to take a look at the list of companies. So again, you'll come down, you'll click list of companies. Now yesterday you would have seen this and you would have picked 10 to 20 companies that you would be taking a look at, and you wrote those down. Now, if you want to save yourself some time, go ahead and write your company name along with their ticker. So, for example, Walmart's ticker is WMT. Home Depot's ticker is HD. This is going to save you some time, so go ahead and do that now. Now that you've had your company name and your tickers for all 10 to 20 companies that you are interested in investing in, you're now going to go back to our async lesson plan. You're going to come back to this sheet here. And the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to go to the stock market tracker. You're going to go to the stock market tracker. I'm going to click on this. Now, this is going to take you to the stock market tracking class template. Now, this is something that I made for us, so a couple of things that I want you guys to be mindful of. One, everyone is going to be using this document. As such, please be respectful of everyone's work. I can see if you type on someone else's sheet, so make sure you stay to your own. Now, as you can tell, you're probably wondering, well, how do I get to the one that's mine? Well, mine's the very first one here because I'm going to be showing a few things. So you'll notice that my initials, PH, Paul, and Hewitt, are here at the bottom. This one here would be Abby Scott's. This one here would be Bangoche's, and so forth and so on. You're going to find yours here. Now, let's say that you are looking for Jada's. Well, I don't see JY for Jada Uni. So I'm going to scroll to the right. So again, on the bottom here, I'm going to find this little arrow right here that says scroll right. And I'm going to click that arrow. And I'm going to take a look. Oh, JY. Here we go. Now, if you need to continue, you can continue to scroll. Scroll as needed. So if I'm looking for Jada's, hers is right here. This is where Jada is going to be working. Okay? Go and find your sheet now. Now that you have found your sheet, we're ready to get to task. So you have been waiting for the last few days to be finding out how much money you're going to be able to invest in the stock market fictionally. Not really, but just for the sake of a game. You are going to be given $10,000 to invest in the stock market and see how you do. We're going to be trying this a couple of different ways. We're going to be doing it with stocks like we are today, and something later on called ETFs. That's the orange section. You don't need to worry about the orange section today. So for today, we have $10,000 to spend. Whew, burning a hole in my pocket. All right, let's get to it. So you had a whole bunch of company names. You have to choose 10 or less companies to use. At an absolute minimum, you have to have 3 companies. Okay? You have to have between 3 and 10 companies. You can't have more than that. Okay? So let's take a look. Let's say that I want to buy a part of Walmart. Well, I'm going to go to one of the empty cells that's underneath, company name, and I'm going to type Walmart. Company's name. But if I had my ticker handy, which I do, I know that Walmart's ticker is WMT. And you'll notice that it's going to load a price. So the current price for Walmart right now is $144.61. We'll come back to that number a little bit later. Let's say that I wanted to also purchase Amazon today. I wanted to purchase a share of Amazon. Well, Amazon is AMZN. Amazon is an expensive company because it has fewer shares to go around. So Amazon is $3,229.72. You might notice these numbers change as you're working around, and that is because those are live numbers. They change almost second by second when the market is open. As I'm doing this right now at 9 o'clock, the markets are closed. But when you're working on this, you might notice the numbers might change a bit when the markets are open from 9:30 to 4:30. So you're going to do this for all of your companies here. So I'm going to do it also for Google. Google here, another expensive company. And I might use Coca-Cola, which has the ticker KO. So notice as I'm going through here, I have a whole bunch of companies that I might be looking at spending money on. Now, I told you to get 10 to 20 companies. So you might need to play around with which companies you think are going to do the best. Which of those companies are going to grow? So go ahead and figure out what companies you're going to invest in by putting in their company name and the ticker that you are of that company. All right. So now that we've gotten our companies in and put in their tickers, we now have the current prices here. Now, the current price is going to change every single day on this spreadsheet. So we want to remember what we purchased it at. So what you're going to do here is you're just going to copy over the price and price bought. So since we're doing this today, it's going to be super easy. All I have to do is 144.61 because I bought it at $144.61. I hit enter. Now I come over here. I'm going to put in $3,229.72, 3229.72, and hit enter. So I'm going to do this for all of these ones here. I want you to do the same now. Okay, now that I've copied over the current price into the price that I bought it at, now I got to figure out how I'm going to get to $10,000. And every person in here is going to have a little bit different way to get to $10,000. And that's the point. There is no right or wrong way to go about investing. You just have to find the way that works best for you. So let's say I want to buy 5 shares of Walmart. Well, I can't buy 5 shares of Walmart for $144.61. That is what I would pay for 1 share. How much would I have to pay for 5 shares? What math sentence would I need to do? I don't need the answer from you right now. I need you to tell me what I would need to plug into a calculator to figure that one out. I'm going to give you a second to think about that now. All right. So now we want to find out what would happen if I wanted to buy 5 shares. Well, obviously, I'm going to need more than $144. I'm going to need a little bit more, actually, quite a bit more. So, how would I go about solving this? I could add 5 stocks together, $144.61 plus $144.61, 5 times. So that takes a long time. I think I'm going to multiply it. So what I'm going to do here is, I could use a calculator and put that number in, but that's going to cause me a lot more work later on. So I'm going to use a little bit of code. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to hit the equal sign here. And that's going to start a piece of code for me. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to click the number of shares that I'm wanting to buy. I haven't entered anything in that box yet, and that's okay. I'm then going to have to multiply. And you would think you would use the X, but you don't. You're going to hit Shift and 8. you're going to get that little star symbol. Okay. Again, you don't use the X, you use the little button above the 8, the shift and hit 8. That's going to give you a star. That's the way that computers multiply. You're then going to click the price you bought it at. So it's the number of shares times the price you bought it at. You're telling the computer what math you want it to do, and it's going to do it for you. I'll go ahead and hit enter, and it says $0. Huh. Oh, wait, I haven't put in how many shares I'm going to buy. Right now, it looks like I haven't bought anything yet. So let's put in 5 like I wanted. Boom. It changes the number to what I would need. If I wanted to buy 5 shares of Walmart right now, I would need $723.05. Let's do that for the rest. Equal. Click that little box that you are going to put in the number of shares. You're going to hit the little star key to make sure that you're going to multiply there, and you're going to hit the price that you bought. And I'm going to keep doing that for all of that. Click the box, hit the star key, click the price bought. Hit the equal sign, click the box of number of shares, hit the start key, click that box, and hit enter. I'm going to do that for all of them. So number of shares times the price I bought it at. And all of a sudden here, now I'm just going to put in 1 just so I can make sure it worked. And all of a sudden I can tell that my math is correct. All right, I want you to go and do that for your companies now. Feel free to replay this if you need to find out how to do that again. All right, now that we have our total amount invested here, the next part is to see if we're close to spending $10,000. Well, again, I could get a calculator, but that's just going to cause me to have to do multiple calculations. How about we work smart here and use our spreadsheet? What I'm going to do is I'm going to look down here to where I see total. I'm going to click on this cell right beside it. Again, I'm clicking the cell right beside total. And I'm going to put in a new code here. I'm going to put in a new code. I'm going to go to insert. I'm going to go to insert. And then I'm going to go down to function. I'm going to go down to function. So I'm going to do that again. I click the total box. I click insert. I go down to function. I'm then going to go up to sum. Sum is another way to say how something has added up. What does it all sum up to be? I'm going to click sum. Now I'm going to click and hold all the way down here. And then I'm going to hit enter. So I'm going to do that one more time just for you to see. I'm going to go to insert, function, sum, and then I'm going to click and hold all the way down to just before it and hit enter. So I now know that I spent $6,810.44. I've got a little bit of ways to go to get to 10,000. So I need to change some things up. The number of shares I spent on those companies. Well, luckily, I'm going to have this do my work for me. Well, if I bought 100 shares of Ford, I would be closer, a lot closer than I was. But that's a lot of money in one company. So I'm going to do maybe 50 shares in Ford. Okay, I have a little over $2,000 to go. I'm going to buy 50 shares of Coca-Cola. Whoa, I'm over $10,000. I need to change that a little bit. Let's go to 40 shares. Ooh, still a little too much. I have to be flexible as I'm going through here to find what's going to work for me. You are going to be playing around with this as you go through, and you want to get as close as you can to $10,000 as you want. Now, again, use your spreadsheet to help you with this to get as close as you could. So for example, I have a few open company spots and I have just under $25 here. I might want to go back and take a look at my well-known companies and see if any of those companies are trading at less than that amount. Now, I'm going to be again going to have a bit of a competition with you guys to see who can get the closest to $10,000. All right, see how close you can get. Go. Congratulations, you just started investing in the stock market. We're going to be tracking this the first of every month, or whichever is the closest day of the school to then, and see how our progress is going. We'll be checking this every now and again, and can't wait to see who's going to have earned the most money by their investments. I also can't wait to see who got the closest to $10,000. You never know, there might be a treat for those who are able to get the closest. All right. Can't wait to take a look tonight, guys. Excellent job and great focus.